Welcome back to the channel. As you can see, my life is still a complete disaster. So that's good. Things are progressing. Actually, things are progressing. We got some goodies in the mail. Show you what we got. Huh? Can any of you guess what those are? Got this in the mail from Dirk's. Long time coming. Got that. Fuel tank straps. 2 brandy new senders. So, why is the truck in the middle of the driveway, you might ask? It's a good question. Well, the reason the truck's in the middle of the driveway is because we finally manned up and did something we've been trying not to do for the past, like, 3 years. So, come for a walk with me and I'll show you. I listened to all your comments. Overwhelming number of you supported this purchase over another one, so this is one we made. Now both had to be done, so it doesn't really matter either way, but I figured let's get her looking good first. So I've already, you can tell my straps are kind of just like booger tied on there. I've already opened them and just like give them a brief inspection for damage. I didn't like, dude, they're wrapped up pretty good. They do a hell of a job when they wrap these fucking things. So I haven't really looked them over too closely. I figure we'll do that when the time comes. The time is not right now because I don't want to have to wrap them all back up to put them on the truck. So I think what we're gonna do is get the old ones off the truck, which we'll do in this video here. I'm not too sure how long this video is gonna drag on for, but we're gonna get these old tanks off the truck. And then I think what we'll do is, I got a plan for how I want this to look. I'm a cheap fuck, and I couldn't see wasting money on straps when there's really nothing wrong with mine other than the fact that they look like shit. So these look like shit anyway. They were half painted. So my plan is to paint everything. We're gonna sandblast these, the straps, all that shit, and we're gonna paint it chassis green so it matches. So the straps will be chassis green and the tanks are mirror polished. I ordered them polished. I contacted Jared's Polishing. That guy's awesome. He does like the best work. And I was like, hey man, what do you think I should do? I gotta order tanks anyway. I said, do you think I should order them polished, or, you know, bring them over and have you do them? And he was like, dude, just fucking get them polished. So that's what I did. I took his advice, ordered them polished. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try to make it look a little bit different than it used to, but nice at the same time. All this hardware, I'm planning on sanding down and painting all this so it won't look like shit. Yeah, and then this, I'm not going to reinstall that right away, but that's going to be polished. So I think I'll bring that with the truck when I bring it down to him to get it polished. I'll bring that separate, you know, and he could just polish that, and then we'll assemble it after the fact. That's what I'm thinking anyway. So that's pretty much what we got. So let's get to it. I think what we're gonna do is get these tanks off. They've already been off. I'm gonna pull them off with the brackets and shit already on them, because it's fucking easier. So that's what we're gonna do, and then we'll remove the brackets and whatnot when they're off the truck. I'm not dealing with like this stuff being stuck on there, trying to work underneath this sleeper. That's not on my list of things to do today. So I say let's get the tanks off and then we can start disassembling. This one's got, well, you remember in that video we put another, what do we put, 40 gallons of fuel in this thing. Well, in the video we didn't, but I took it down to the store and put 40 gallons of fuel in it after the video. So there's okay, good, that's fuel. I want to make sure it wasn't water, but I mean the truck hasn't been outside anyway, it's been in the barn. So yeah, we have to drain that, which I gotta tell you, I'm not real inclined to fuck around with buckets like we did last time for like 8 hours. I don't think that's in the cards, boys. So I think what I did the last time I pulled this tank, when we stripped and painted the chassis, I have a cap for it somewhere, like a like a cap that goes over where the fuel line would connect. I have a cap for that. So I think what we're gonna do is just pull the line off quick, stuff the cap in it. We won't lose much fuel. I'll put the drain pan under there and that'll be done there. And then what we'll do is we'll suck that tank out. That way I can suck all the good fuel off the top. Once we get all the new tanks and shit on there, we'll just leave that tank like kicking around or whatever. And I'll bungee strap a 5-gallon jug up to the frame rail like we've done in the past if I need to move the truck in the meantime. So that's enough yabbering. Let's get some shit done. Oh, so I also, this just, they don't say anywhere on there, but I got these from Dirk's also. These were the fuel senders. And they look like a super nice piece. My only bitch is that with this style sender, you cannot, ISS Pro, that's what it is. But there's no way you can get this out of the truck with the tank on the truck because it goes under that sleeper, which is a total pain in the ass. But you know, realistically, we shouldn't ever have to pull them out again, right? I mean, that's kind of the point of buying everything new. That never seems to work out that way for me. I'm the king of doing shit twice, and 9 times out of 10, well, 9 times out of 10 to be honest, it's usually my fault. But yeah, so let's get some shit done. I'm gonna clean the shop real quick first, because it looks like a friggin' GM bomb went off. So I'll get that motor over in the other bay and we'll get it kind of, because what we're gonna have to do is, we're gonna have to sandblast. We can do that right out there, but we're gonna have to paint. So I need to get all this shit out of the way so we can put the lift up in here and paint here. So let me get the shop cleaned up and I'll be back with you. All right, wow. Oh, fuck, does that feel better. Anyways, so I put the cap in the fuel line on the tank. I felt like that didn't need to be videoed. But so here's what we got. If my memory serves, these are 15/16 nuts and bolts. So I got the 15/16, that, and the gun. So we're just gonna suck them right off, you know, I think, maybe. I should probably choose my words better. Anyways, what we're gonna do is start with the other tank. I think that's the best bet. We'll start by pulling this one off of here and then just see how it goes. I gotta cut this. It's my air tank line here that I got strapped there, so I gotta cut that. These aren't hooked up. That was the other reason I bought 2 senders. Ever since I had this truck, nobody ever hooked this sender up. And the gauge on the dash has a switch on it so that you can use 2 senders. So why would you not use them? I don't know, to save 60 bucks? No thanks, we'll make it right. So next step, we're gonna get the tractor. I think what I'm gonna do is put y'all on the fifth wheel. That'll probably be your best angle, and go from there. So here we go. So that's what she looks like. Pretty pumped. That frame paint held up really well, actually. I was really kind of concerned about that because they were so fucking rotty before. If I was smart, I'd put gaskets in here this time. So what do we got here for options? Really, that really worked out swimmingly. I'm not mad at that at all. Okay. So if you guys notice, this has had a number of different arrangements. The truck originally came with 135 gallon fuel tanks, and at some point in this thing's life, somebody took 6 inches out of the frame. And by took 6 inches out, I mean they literally moved everything back. I mean, you can see where this used to be right here, and there is the front bolts in the right spot. I believe this one's actually even in the hole. They moved it back like an exact amount. I have no idea why they did that. I can't find any reason for them to have done that, but nonetheless, that's what they did. So I can't fit 135 gallon tanks on this truck anymore. I would be willing to bet these were probably the original tank. These 3 bolts here were probably the original tank holes, or maybe even these 3. I don't know the answer to that, but I can tell you they weren't where they are right now. I know that. The conundrum is this front one. I'm not sure. This front mount, I can't really move it. There's no real clear pattern to be able to move this back, you know. I mean, it really looks like it was probably here, and I bet you this tank was probably here. I mean, you can see right where this shit used to be. I mean, but I don't think I can, I don't know. So anyway, what I'm trying to tell you is we're stuck with the mounting options that we currently have, is what I'm trying to tell you. We can't go fucking with it, I don't think. Sick, dude. Check it out. These guys fly old World War II planes over my house all the time. There's usually 3 of them. And they're badass, dude. Total goosebumps every time they go by, dude. This is the coolest thing I've ever seen. So, sorry, back to this. So we're stuck with the mounting locations we have, which I'm not sure that I'm gonna leave this where it is. I mean, It does kind of serve the purpose so you can get in the bunk and you can get on the deck. And I think that's why they have that so off-centered. So we may do that again. But I ordered my tanks properly, I think. So our fuel filler will actually be here. I didn't get a separated tank. This tank is set up for a wet kit. You can see the lines down there. I didn't get any of that because, well, I don't need it. So what we're gonna do now, I think we're gonna take some of that old rubber and we're gonna cut it and put it right here, and that way maybe they won't corrode so bad, because we're gonna paint these, so it'd be hell if it like started corroding and blistering through the paint, you know. Yeah, so that's that. Let's find a home for this fucking thing, and then, man, where are we gonna put this junk? Maybe back over there in the weeds. And then don't look at the Ford over there. You haven't been introduced to that yet. I don't think we're gonna post that video before we post this one, so just don't pay any attention to that. Yeah, let me find a home for this and I'll be back with it. All right, sorry about that, camera battery died. We're back. We are set up here for the most part, I think. Hopefully you guys can see me. Come on. Let's go for a ride. Look, Jake thinks we were talking to him. So I got both the tanks over here for now. Not too sure what else to do with them. So I think what we're gonna do is leave this one right on the tractor. Like so. All right. So let me pull some tools out here. Oh, so this one I didn't have a cap on. I've never used this tank. There's never been fuel in this tank as long as I've owned this truck. I set it on this piece of wood and I come over and the wood's covered in fuel, like absolutely covered in fuel. Now that thing was wide open when the entire time that thing was on the truck, the entire time, and it didn't leak a drop. I didn't touch a thing. I came over here and there's fuel everywhere. And it's the oldest fuel known to man. Like it smells old. So I guess we got free fuel. We gotta pump that out. It actually looked really good. It just smells old. So we're gonna pump that out too. We're gonna pump this one out. And yeah. So let me get set up here and then we'll go from there. Well, I think first things first, let's get this whatever we call it, thing off of here. Step. Get the step off of there. You guys even fucking see that? Wow. Impressive. Alright. Just full disclosure, I did soak this with Freol after I took it off. Which, like I said in my other videos, is the absolute best shit money can buy. Just saying. Well, it was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. Pretty sick. I can't believe it came off there that easily. It ain't off there yet, though. We still got to get that off there. Those sprockets there. I mean, not for nothing. You know, now that I think about it, you guys had a great idea. I think I'm going about this all wrong. Since I'm painting all this shit, what I should really do is paint all of it, and then $22 and like 3/4. Is this even the same? I'm going with probably not. Oh, it is. Wow. What do you know? Dude. It's just wild to me how they corrode underneath the fucking rubber. What does it corrode from? Dude, they're tore up. Look at that through there. That's like fucked. Well, it's probably a good thing we did this. Oh yeah, beautiful. Look at this fucking thing. I feel like you're almost better off not even putting the rubbers on. Oh, guys, if you could smell this. Oh my God. I don't know what I'm breathing in right now, but I guarantee, literally guarantee, it's not good for me. Sorry about that. Well, that's wow, that is fucking destroyed. So we're gonna have to really hit them with a sanding disc. They're just tore up. I'm gonna be so upset if I have to order fucking straps. Straps are like another $1,000, guys. I don't know if that's just me being like super fucking cheap, but I just can't see spending another $1,000 for some shit I'm just gonna paint anyway. Building on a budget, always fun. By always fun, I mean it's never fun. So, made it to my boy Woody's. He's a hell of a fabricator. So let's introduce you to the boy. This is a C10 he's building. This is a fab shop that he's got. Making some table feet, is that what they are?
Yeah.
He does
Mini
all
bar
sorts
feet.
of fabrication. Mini bar feet?
Yeah.
They're hella TIG welders over here. I'm not very good at that, but he does his best to show me, and I manage to fuck it up every time. So, Woody, say hi.
What's up?
Christina, say hi. To like 3 people that watch my videos on YouTube, but Woody does all my powder coat, anything that I need welded, that I can't manage to booger weld myself. I come over here, he gets bailed me out every time. So what you got going on, man? What's up today? What are we building?
Today's a light day.
Today's a light day?
Yeah.
You got powder coat these bars, right?
Yep, just powder coat them. Customer dropped them off last week.
Fuck yeah.
Primer and some red for the fire department.
Nice.
Yeah, we got some finished goods upstairs, but not a whole lot down here. Everybody picks stuff up as soon as it's done.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good. Show me the C10.
All right.
20, whatever it is.
Just got your general air ride. Mostly stock C10 suspension. Just cantilevered the bags over the middle.
Yep.
Gonna machine some drop blocks to push the axle back and up a couple more inches so it lays completely out. Fuel injection. And we got a bungee cord holding the door on.
That's okay, that's custom.
Old battery out the wheeler. But
Hey, the gauges look good.
yeah, she functions. I'd have to go grab the key.
Oh yeah.
5 tray. Nothing special.
Yeah.
Front end's all Z'd up. 4 or 5 inches, I don't even remember. Stock lower bag, or stock lower control arms. Just drop bags and cups.
Yep, yep.
Right now it's sitting on bump stop so I don't crush the rest of the fender, but we're gonna trim that out where your hand is.
Perfect. This is what you need to be even lower.
Oh yeah, it'll lay out full rocker all the way across. On 20s, 22s. Gotta do some wire aluminum and then start. I got a car intake for it. Move the alternator down, try to clean that up a bit, and then.
Yeah, you just toss us in here to get it running, right?
Yeah.
Just kind of work the bugs out.
There is nothing special to this.
Yeah.
It makes noise and looks obnoxious. It's got a decent stainless exhaust to it. It's the only thing that's nice on it. Just can't see it.
Yeah, I remember you showing me that last time I was here.
Yeah.
It looked fucking great.
Gonna end up putting a little turbo in the bed of it, and then just a couple pounds of boost just to make a turbo LS out of it.
Yep.
But
sick, dude.
and they're gonna strip all the paint off and do like a chemical patina to it. That seems to be what's popular these days.
With the kids?
Yeah.
With the kids?
Check out these little bastards.
Oh, you got the chickens, bud? So, I hear that you're hiding some Peterbilt parts for a guy.
Oh yeah, bud.
Sorry it took me so long to get down here. I'm busy dicking around with junk wagons that I don't need. Woo! That's pretty blue, man. Is that like 250R frame or something you were talking about?
Same customer. That's the. He's got a Banshee we're doing again now.
Oh no shit.
So we started doing obviously the frame and
sick
suspension.
Yeah.
Parts. A lot of the rest of the parts are at Blast right now, along with another side by side and some other dude stuff. And
awesome, dude.
You're good. You're sprout everywhere.
Ooh.
C10 parts.
Dude, those look fresh.
I mean, they're pitted from aluminum, but
yeah, but they're 10 times better than they were.
Oh yeah. Sand it, base it, and you're done. Shoot that green on it.
That's exactly what we're gonna do. They're lighter than I remember.
Where the hell are these things?
Woo!
Which one was the bent one? That one, right there. You gotta do a little bend action to her, but she's solid.
Oh, that's okay.
That
looks way better than it did.
Yeah.
Well, they'll bend when they go on. You know,
absolutely.
I mean, sick.
Yeah.
Thanks, dude.
Can't even tell there's chunks missing.
No.
We'll have to make a couple trucks.
I don't think I didn't post that video yet. I'm working on that deal. I think that'll probably be next week. This will be the week after. But yeah, so you guys saw in the video how shitty those straps were. And all these, they look way better now. So this is just a primer, right?
Yeah.
So I scuff this shit.
Yep. Like,
and then
just like auto body stuff.
Yep.
Hit it with like 320 and go to town.
Good thing I brought this big ass wagon. I don't gotta worry about scratching this shit, right?
No. Just sanding it.
Exactly. That was my thoughts, but I think I'll put all the brackets up there, put the straps over here. That'll be the cock for Dolly. Yeah, like the pitted side you won't even see because there's like a rubber strap or like a rubber liner that goes in there.
Yeah. I pissed pounded on top pretty heavy, so you got plenty to sand through.
Sick. Hell yeah. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah. Oh, you gotta check out these big bastards I plasma cut out last time.
All right.
Check this fucking pile out.
Holy shit, dude.
Cut like 400 windows out of them. I got a 5-gallon pail of every drop here that's completely full of them.
Dude, I bet.
It's cut on every side.
Is it really?
So we fixtured it up. I pulled half the plasma table apart, built the whole grid to drop these in, and then every op just has a different height, you know?
Yeah.
Just short it up with some 2x4s, make
Yep.
some stops, hit the green button, and print money.
Sick, dude.
So we gotta take 9-inch flat stock gets welded onto these, and then these two, as they sit, essentially are going to go here, and that creates some 250-pound contraption. I got a powder coat black.
That's fucking wild.
I didn't design it.
Yeah, right? Wild. Just give you the prints, you make it happen, right?
Pretty much. Yeah. That's what we do.
Bringing dreams to reality since when?
Fuck Christ, what do we have to know?
Dude, it's gotta been forever.
15, 12. Yeah, Capital Region Customs been 15 years, I think.
Yeah, it's been forever. Been forever. I can't believe it's been that long already. Dude, I think I have the same friggin' arbor press.
Of course. That was one of her deals from the
Sick.
one of those auctions we used.
Oh yeah, dude.
Old auction line. Actually, it's a time saver. You want to go to Clifton, New Jersey? Today's actually, it's finishing up at 4 o'clock. There's a whole bunch of machines. We're looking at a 24-inch time saver.
What is that?
It's like a much bigger version of a belt sander, but it has a conveyor to it. So like the head floats down on air and down pressure, and then you spit a part through. Like that's how you get all this shit.
Oh no shit.
Like the brushing effect to it.
Yeah.
So you would just literally push it in, the conveyor grabs it, pulls it through the sander.
Comes out, poof, done.
Yeah, that's what it starts as.
That's wild.
But it makes life a lot easier taking all slag and shit off the plasma cuts and all the laser pieces and everything.
Yeah, but that's probably pretty handy.
Yeah. But they had a couple of CNCs and stuff too. That's the next big purchases.
Yeah. You need them.
Looking at like one of the Tormach 1100, something good size that I can make some 3D parts and
Hell yeah, dude.
do some goodies like that.
I'll just send you some haggard ass drawing and you can make it happen.
Yeah.
That's usually the way we work around here. I fuck everything up and then come to see my friends for a bailout.
What other goodies you got?
I don't know.
Everything's organized somewhat.
If you're from New York, you know about that.
But yeah.
Sick, dude. Well, let's get the rest of them parts loaded up. Appreciate the tour. If you guys need anything, Mike Wood, Capital Region Customs, look him up. We gotta get him his own channel pretty soon, I think. So he's always doing shit. There we go. There's another good one.
Get him out.
He's gotta go. In the meantime, thanks for the tour, Woody. We'll see you soon. So, new day, new video. Here's what we're gonna do today. I got all these prepped. We're gonna spray them today. They're all scuffed down. Like I said, we did that powder coat primer that Woody did for me at Capital Region Customs. Come out awesome. So they're all clean. They're all wiped down. We're ready to give her a spritz. I got the paint all mixed up over here. Let's see. Got the green. She's ready to go. So the gun's out. We got to reduce our pressure and we got to spray. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to video this because I'm probably just going to get paint all over the fucking camera and I don't want to do that. So I'll come back with you in between coats because we got like 5 minutes to let it sit. So yeah, hang tight and I'll be back with you. Welcome back. So in typical Wayno fashion, I forgot to record during coats because I was like rushing, because I'm always rushing to try to get things done. My life is never fucking one piece. But they're green. So it didn't come out too bad. I'm like not mad at it. Couple runs here and there, especially on these pieces where it was really hard to get to some of the areas. Like right there, I fucked up. Like I'm a terrible painter, so this is what you get. But the other thing I also did was I ended up having more paint than I thought I did. So I had a bunch left over in the jug and I'm like, well, I can't just waste it because that's not how I roll. So I brought the old Peter turd over here and painted the bolts that I had neglected to paint all along the fifth wheel plate, and I also painted those welded on stops for the fifth wheel plate. So that's done now, put to bed. None of that'll rust. I feel better about it. So that's where we're at. This shit has got to dry for at least overnight. Probably be more like a day and a half at this point, because I've got something else to work on tomorrow. So we got to do that, let this dry, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna install them tanks. Boy, everything's got a green tint to it. Oops. So yeah, next part of this video, you will see me installing some tanks, hopefully. So see you then.